I've learned something new that shows that Bitcoin will definitely dominate in the future. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm in the Pipe 5x5 here in Dubai. I hope you're doing well. Hope all is good with you. Every day, in this new reality of where technology is expanding rapidly and growing so fast, I'm seeing things that are just like unbelievable, and I'm seeing what the future holds and so forth. So I'm like, wow, surprised every single day, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well. Now, with that said, right, we are moving fast into the future, and if you're not here, if you're not watching, if you're not learning what's going on, you're going to miss out on some serious reality that's going to shock you, and you're going to be left behind. I hope you study what is going on, study how to use Bitcoin, how to use AI, because those tools together are going to be the future. We're going to talk more about that in today's episode. Okay, with that said, if you're interested in trading, we're going to be doing some trading at the end of the show. My trades from yesterday didn't go as well as planned, but I was correct in the direction eventually, but not in the timing, but whatever. We'll go over that later on. So with that said, if you're interested in trading, you can do so at levex.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. And also weex.davincij15.com. That's weex.davincij15.com, right? These are perfect exchanges if you, live in a country that's trying to prevent you from actually, gaining wealth and taxing you heavily and treating you incorrectly, which is a lot of countries nowadays. You have to do what you have to do in order to survive, because they don't care about you. And if you don't realize that, well, that's your problem, because you're going to figure it out one way or another eventually. Okay, I'm headed to Maldives. Make sure that you check out the Maldives, right? If you can, on March 16th at the Financial Summit. There's only a few spots left, so it's a great place to just relax and enjoy crypto people there as well. Okay, here's a little bit of the news that we're going to be going over to today. Links are in the description below for all the news. Solana, sometimes online, is going to probably lose the SOL ticker symbol. Shalt out of luck. Yeah, look, their uptime is, 1 year with no major outage. Congratulations. Happy birthday. You did it. Oh, well. Solana is a fun, tool to use. And let's get it real, right? Solana is not the place for real crypto transactions. It is for, having fun with crypto. And that's what we do, right? We create meme coins. We have fun with them. Yes, all the meme coins have taken a hit. And I'm going to hold off on talking about them just yet. But, man, here's why Solana prices may crash 40% soon. I don't know about that. I don't know, man. Right, Solana prices have pulled back after soaring to $295 in January, as the ecosystem and the broader crypto industry lost momentum. Yes, it lost heavily. I mean, heavy. Anyways, we saw the whole crypto market go into multiple trillions and collapse by 40% already. So I don't know if we can decline another 40%. Solana has dropped the psychological level of $200. So that's not really the case. I mean, $200 is just a big fat round number. I really ignore that, marking a 35% climb from the highest point of this year. This retreat is largely due to Bitcoin and other altcoins pulling back. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, makes a move, and everybody, all the altcoins go freak out. Yes, and weighs on the tokens and Solana ecosystem. The drop to 90K basically, right? Freaked out all the cryptos. According to CoinGecko, the total market cap of Solana meme coins have declined from the 25 billion in January to 12 billion. Oof, ouch, right? Most of these tokens include Bonk, Dog with Hat, Pudgy Penguins. Ooh, we got slaughtered by Pudgy Penguins and Fartcoin, and have dropped more than 30% in the last 30 days. Yes. Well, hey, you know what? It's meme coins, man. It's what do you expect? But there will be a bounce back. These things are going to recover eventually. And people will come in. Once Bitcoin starts to go, because it will go, everybody will be, oh my God, let's get in the crypto. It's too late to get into Bitcoin. Let's go buy some meme coins. Me. That's just the way it is. But what should you do? Should you buy a meme coin or an altcoin? Right? Well, I would suggest you just stick with Bitcoin. Altcoins are starving as Bitcoin dominance nears multi-year highs. Can alt season still happen? The answer is no. Right? I mean, there will be some coins that do well, but overall, you're better off just buying Bitcoin and forget about it. Altcoins just suffered their worst sell-off in years, with 46 billion erased in days. No wonder, the sentiment across the Twitterverse is horrible. Everybody's like, people are like messaging me all set and sad. But it is what it is, man. And things can't go up straight in a straight line. Will liquidity rotate back, or is the dream of an alt season fading for good? Well, I would say liquidity will come back, but don't expect, miracles. Like, we're talking about at the end of January, the total altcoin market stood at 1.6 trillion. By February 3rd, right, it had plunged to 1 trillion market cap, a 31% decline, wiping out 460 billion in the market value. Now, yeah, we can probably see altcoins rise above the $2 trillion mark, or the 1.8 to an all-time high. Yes, I'm going to say that that's going to happen. But in the meantime, what's going to happen is Bitcoin will probably go to 3 or 4 trillion, maybe even 5, and outperform the altcoin market significantly. That's just the way it is. And you don't like it, well, I would suggest you just buy Bitcoin and forget about it. Speaking about buying Bitcoin, and forgetting about it, gold is like a bicycle, Bitcoin is like a Ferrari, and altcoins is, like a truck. Yeah, we'll get you there, right? Better than a bicycle, but not as fast as a Ferrari will. Okay, let's listen into this and hear what they have to say.
Well, first of all, I always laugh when the headline says something may happen, and meteor could hit could hit Earth, etc. But I do think that there's this really important point here where when you see a big drawdown in price, it's not just the drawdown that you should pay attention to; it's how quickly is there a bid to push it back up. And Bitcoin is a very sensitive asset; it's very volatile, and so when the market goes down, Bitcoin went down, but it immediately got bid back up. And so what it shows is that historically in bull markets, we've seen multiple corrections of 30% or more, but in this bull market, we've not seen that. We've seen about 15% drops. And so the volatility to the downside is actually being muted, which tells you that as that price draws down in some of these gyrations, there are a ton of people who want Bitcoin. And so what that suggests is that there's more strength in the Bitcoin bidding. And I think a lot of it is because the traditional safe haven assets are being replaced by Bitcoin. If you go and you talk to anyone under the age of 35 years old, they don't want gold. They want Bitcoin. I think that Bitcoin is always a buying opportunity if you got a long time horizon. And the way that I look at this is gold's kind of like a bicycle. Bitcoin's like a Ferrari, right? They both get you to where you want to go, but there's a whole different speed in Bitcoin compared to gold. And if you look over the past 3, 5, 10 years, Bitcoin has drastically outperformed every other asset. And the reason is because what you're watching is the world is trying to price this new digital decentralized currency. What is it worth? And as more and more pools of capital look at it and say, hey, this may be interesting, all of a sudden people realize, oh, it's not just for individuals. It's not just for public corporations. It's not just for financial institutions. This may be for countries. Well, what would that be worth? And so as those capital pools turn and start to add Bitcoin, all of a sudden that total addressable market grows, and then therefore a finite asset, more supply, or more demand coming in, obviously the price goes up. And so I think that Bitcoin eventually at some point in the future will be worth over $1 million a coin. It's the question is just how quickly will it get there?
Boom, boom. This is the case, dude, right? Bitcoin is going to be $1 million a coin, or way more actually, way more. And here's why. If you watch this video, I'm not going to play it for you, but I'm going to leave the links in the description below. I watched this video and man, kind of made me a little nervous, right? Actually made me nervous enough to actually rethink what I'm doing with my life and how to move directions. The last time something like this happened was back in 2008. I completely changed my life. In fact, right? I want to talk to you guys. In fact, back in 2008, I was a programmer, right? Or 2007, I was a programmer, and I would program at work, and I would also program at home. That was not only my passion as a job, but it was also my passion at home. But then I saw how the financial system works. I saw that it was a scam. I saw that the money is printed out of nothing. This changed everything for me. I had to stop my hobby and create a new one about educating people because I saw what the financial system was going to do to the whole world, right? Effectively. This is the first time this whole world has ever been on a fiat system where, you know, the powers that be can print money out of nothing and wipe everybody out. Now, with that said, I moved everything. I started, you know, moving all my finances. I sold my house. I did all kinds of things that were considered crazy. I'm about to do the same thing thanks to AI. Honestly, I have to change my whole life. Because here's the thing, Bitcoin and AI together are the king. And you can see that in this video that I showed you. He'll explain it to you best. Now, why? It's because when I first saw Lightning Network, right, I studied it, learned how to use it. I thought, this is a great idea for corporations, but I don't see how people can use this. Right? When I tried playing with it, trying using it. But now that AI is here, I see AI agents having a use case for Lightning Network. Why? Because then they can do transactions in between each other rapidly at zero cost. And this is how it's designed. And then I realized, oh my God. We're going to have AI at the forefront of our technology along with Bitcoin. Right? We're going to have Bitcoin as the medium of exchange for AI, and now you get to buy that ahead of the AI's agents before they do. So imagine where the price is going to be, because every single AI agent will be using it as money because it's a frictionless system to use as money, and they can program it and augment it without asking somebody else permission. My God, it's here. You have the opportunity of a lifetime to, you know, shift all your wealth into Bitcoin, right? Sell all your assets and go straight into Bitcoin. This is it. This is the clear path to victory. Now, you could say, well, wait a second here, Davinci. Isn't Solana going to outperform Bitcoin? Yeah, possibly. But here's the thing. It's guaranteed that eventually Bitcoin is going to outperform Solana. right? So take your bets, take your risks as you see it, but just know this, right? It is not going to be any other cryptocurrency, whether it's Ethereum, Solana. It's only going to be Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not controlled. It's not centralized. It is completely decentralized. So be ready for it, right? Use this as your money, store your wealth, hold as much Bitcoin. Like if you have to, you know what? I have a set of Bitcoin that if I were to lose all the rest of my money or income, I'd rather starve right now. I'd rather get a job at McDonald's than spend any single coin of that Bitcoin. Okay? I'll find income somewhere else than spend that Bitcoin now. Okay? Because it's just beginning. This is just the beginning. All right. Let's get on to trading for the day. If you're interested in trading, make sure you do so at levex.davincij15.com. And also, you can watch this live stream, right, by signing up here. And then also use bybit.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. You're going to need some ID, right? Because whether you're using Levex, weex.davincij15.com, eventually they're going to get around to KYC. So you might want to, front run that. Give them your plow ID, and then you'll be able to increase your withdrawal limit, right? So yeah, it's a good way. But of course, just remember, if you live in some of the not so free lands, they will have to report you back to the government of your not so free land. So just keep that in mind. There it is. The trade just got stopped out here, and we ended up going down, of course, right? And getting a win, but not without getting stopped out. So effectively, that trade did not work out as planned. That's the way it is. Markets sometimes they screw you over, right? That's just it. And so moving on, right? You can't dwell on failed trades. You can see possibly another short here coming down as Bitcoin looks to probably take out some of the liquidity at the lower levels, as we were talking about before. So let's just review that and zoom in. Yeah, look at all the liquidity building up. It's like, hello. For those, right now, the liquidity is, there's a lot of liquidity just into the 95K, 90, all the way down to 94K. So an easy move down is the target there, 94K. So let's take a look at, ouch, yes. So somewhere here, there is a trade where we can actually jump in to go all the way down to the 95K area. And I think, right, we can, let's see here. This did not double top quite yet. It just went all the way up here. So let's see if it gets us an entry. Let's go for let's not be dumb. Let's get us an entry just above here. So let's get us a short entry, and we're going to do a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So you can see that takes us into 96, which we could actually end up going all the way to 95 for sure, right? Breaking below these lows, but you could take profits there with a nice clean 3-to-1. So I would wait for this entry first so that, you get some room, some breathing room. If it doesn't get there, well, just let it go. Moving on to Ethereum. Short, probably a little bit earlier, and it failed for us big time. The same situation is still occurring. There's clearly a short here. Ethereum has failed, right, multiple times at the top level here of this resistance. And so effectively, we are seeing a possible breakdown, highly possible breakdown. Looking at Trading Different, where you can actually join Trading Different using my link, tradingdifferent.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. You can see there's a lot of liquidity coming to the lower levels, as low as, well, we said that before. I mean, we showed this before. It's low as what the 2600 level is where you see a short down play. Now, we probably shorted this a little too early, course, we missed it. So yeah, maybe you want to hold off because there's not that much of a difference here. So let's not take on a trade there. Solana, there was this trade actually did play out as planned. As you can see, nice trade, right? Worked in exactly as predicted. And yeah, looks like there's still more downside for Solana. So let's take a look at what Solana says on the heat maps here for the trading. Oof, look at all that downside. Yeah. Let's just zoom in and scroll this up. You can see there's a lot of heat down here. It disappeared because of the way we organized it, but yeah, it's there. You can see it right here. So it could take out, oof, wow, a lot. So I would say that 40% retracement, this guy dropping, is not out of the question, right? Maybe 25%. Not out of the question here, but I think we'll probably hold the line at the 73 level. We'll probably fill some of this liquidity down here, and then off we go. So looking for the worst case scenario. That's the worst case scenario, but I think we'll probably only just come down closer to this candle body here, and then off we go. So 175. 180 is the issue area where we could see Solana dump to. But unfortunately, I'm not willing to make that trade. If you're still in this trade, you should have taken profits, of course. But you could hold off and see if it kind of gives you more, but I'd move your stops to break even on this particular trade. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. I'm going to be doing I actually did already the live stream, right? When you're watching this. So thank you for watching the live stream as well. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.